I'm here with two of the most creative professors at Lusong University, in my opinion, Professor John Riley and Professor Kevin Nikolai. Let's start with you, Kevin. What are you working on at the moment?
Well, right now I'm directing a show called The End of the Pier Show. And I have the writer right here, who's John Riley.
Yeah.
And we worked together on a show last year, and we were switching roles here, because last time I was the writer and he was the director, and now we're kind of switching.
Oh, it's a role reversal this time.
It's a role reversal, complete different thing. So The End of the Pier Show, we got a very specific time period in mind, but I'll let John dive into what is really going on inside this big, beautiful brain of yours and The End of the Pier Show and this atmosphere and this world that you've created for us to dive into.
Very good description.
Yeah, so this is my first play, so I just drew on my own experiences of growing up in Blackpool, Lancashire for this, and it's a seaside town that is a very unique kind of place, lots of fun fairs and entertainment and old-fashioned comedy and things like that have started to die away.
Oh, they're starting to die away now. I haven't been back to England in quite a long time, but
it
used to be very famous when I was a little kid.
Yeah, and now more and more people are going abroad. The idea of the British seaside isn't quite what it used to be. And this play takes place in the 1930s, back when you had the idea of a sideshow and you could go and see all these strange attractions, unusual people, strong men, fortune tellers, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so we have these 5 kind of macabre, surprising, somewhat absurd stories about the people who are members of this sideshow.
It's kind of like a sketch show, but all tied into one place or one time.
Yeah, that's right, but sketch implies that it'll be amusing. It won't.
It won't be. It's not the best stuff, John.
Yeah, there's some, instead of just the premise being there to amuse, right? There's also some character growth, and we're going to try to take you somewhere and have like more of a full experience.
There's a whole complete journey and experience.
Right. So it's not just, like one sketch, I think of it in a little bit limiting way. I feel like there's more of an arc here, and you see kind of the characters change and grow.
Yeah, you kind of think sketch implies sketch comedy.
Right,
it's very simplistic.
Right. I think there's some comedic elements to this, but I think also me and John are both kind of drawn toward the absurd. So it's kind of got that absurdist sense. So it's the humor lying in that rather than on the ching kind of laugh, right?
So if I'm really wanting to see this show, it sounds very exciting. When do I go? Where is it?
It's June 15th.
Oh, that's one day after my birthday. That's perfect.
Okay, that's going to be Saturday this year, and that's going to be in Daejeon. And it's going to be at the Junggu Cultural Arts Center, and that's in Daejeon, which is a very kind of popular.
I wanted to get there on the, let's say, the subway train, on the bus. How would I get there?
There's a variety of buses you can take that go there, but probably the most popular route would be to take the subway to Jungangno Station.
Which I believe is one stop away from Daejeon Station.
That's correct, yeah. Just one stop to the west of Daejeon Station. And it's about an 8-minute walk from there. Also the Junggu office, which is the next one, it's kind of in between those 2 stations, so you can choose either one.
And can you just drop in, or you have to pre-register?
You can just drop in. There are a limited amount of seats, but we think that there'll probably be space for everybody. Yeah.
Well, I think that sounds like a really amazing show. So if you're around Daejeon on June 15th, definitely check out Professor John and Professor Kevin's fantastic play set in Blackpool. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And just one last thought is that on Facebook we have a page you can go to called The End of the Pier Show, so you can look up the events and the time and how to get there and directions in the map, and we'll be sending out more information on that as it goes on about the different things that we're doing, rehearsals, send out a few pictures, get people a little taste and tease of what we have.
Well, there we go. Check it out on Facebook. John and Kevin.
Thanks, Wayne.